But let's talk COVID. Some great anniversaries coming up with COVID, Melina. Some great anniversaries because, we're a year since a lot of people say a lot of stupid things. So pretty much every time I bring up COVID from now on, for the next month or two, I'm gonna bring you an anniversary when someone said something really dumb. Today was the 1 year anniversary. Not today, this week is the 1 year anniversary of when Wilbur Ross said this. He's the Commerce Secretary for Donald Trump.
So I think it will help to accelerate the return of jobs to North America, some to U.S., probably some to Mexico as well.
Wrong! The COVID definitely did not accelerate the return of jobs to America and Mexico. In fact, it was damn near 20% unemployment. So nice try, Wilbur Ross.
That reminds me of another George Bush quote.
Yeah?
They misunderestimated me.
That's not one of my favourites. You know what? Unlike the quote I read before, I reckon that one wasn't written by a speechwriter. I reckon that's pure Bush. Cases, the third wave's going. Cases are down to about 120,000 on average, which it's a bit of a sad day when that's a positive, but that's less than half what they were a few weeks ago.
Sure.
And hospitalizations are down. The deaths are starting to drop, although they're still kind of flattish. Though remember, excess deaths. I think people have forgotten them. Like when they throw around 450,000 deaths, they forget the excess deaths. There was a PLOS medicine study of 787 counties with more than 20 COVID-19 deaths in each county from February to October last year. They found 199,000 official COVID deaths in those counties in that period. Okay. They also found 88,000 excess deaths that weren't attributed to the virus. So for those counting, that's 44% excess deaths. You can add on to 450,000 if that is indeed the ratio across more than those 787 counties. So that's a fair sample size. Interestingly, they found that the excess deaths were higher in rural areas than urban areas, in the south rather than other regions, in areas with lower levels of education. You can see where this is going. In particular, for the 25% of counties with the most Trump voters in 2020, they had 163 excess deaths for every 100 COVID-19 official deaths. So what's going on there, you might ask? Their theory, we don't know, obviously, but their theory is that in areas where the pandemic might be downplayed or seen as a myth, the death reporting process leaves more room for those to leave the virus off the death certificate, unless it's just really, 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 really obvious. They, as evidence of that, they point to the fact that when there's a medical examiner declaring death, there's far few excess deaths than when there's a local coroner. The local coroner is not a medical official. They're elected. They can be a layperson.
They elect everything in America.
Yes, that's right. And so, so in those circumstances, there's more excess deaths because especially in those Trumpy areas, because they're less likely to take COVID seriously. Also, unsurprising, where there's less testing, there's more misattribution.
Yes.
Because they don't have the test back. So that's interesting. So we should remember that when we see the numbers.